Okay, so this is the principle of popular sovereignty. And the whole idea here is that the government gets all of its power from the people. Whenever there's a decision to be made by the government, ultimately, the people are going to be the deciders. So, most obviously, this is embodied in our right to vote. When we have the right to vote, we are exercising our popular sovereignty. Now, if you think about the word popular sovereignty itself, popular has to do with people, and sovereignty, well, sovereignty is rule. So if you remember back when we talked about the state of nature, we talked about the sovereign. The sovereign was the ruler here. So sovereignty is the ability to rule, popular is the people. So when we exercise our right to vote, sometimes we can do it directly. We can engage in what's called direct democracy, right? So a great example of that would be when Red Clay, a couple years back, decided to have its referendum. It asked the people, hey, is it okay if we raise your property taxes a little bit and use the money to build some fantastic new things like new schools or the Cab Calloway Theater? And people went to the voting booths and they voted yes or no on that. That's direct democracy. Other times, we engage in what's called representative democracy, where instead of the American people voting on every little issue, we vote for people to vote for us. So when there's an election for Delaware's representative in the United States House of Representatives, or we elect our senators, or we do so at the state level, that is an example of popular sovereignty. It's just a removed one. So this is a republican form of government, wherein we, the people, elect other people from our country to make decisions for us as part of the government. Now, other times, popular sovereignty is not so direct and not so equal. We remember talking about the Electoral College and how it favors some citizens over other citizens strictly based on where they live. Specifically, that people in smaller states like Delawareans have more electoral power for the presidency than people who live in California. So popular sovereignty, once again, is the idea that any decisions that the government makes, their power is ultimately derived from the people. We vote for officials. If officials don't do what we like, sometimes we can do what's called a recall, where we literally vote them out of office. It's almost an impeachment by the people. So that's popular sovereignty. Thanks.